Let's try out the template for functions that consume dogs. We'll write a function that consumes a dog and produces their age in human years. Following the design recipe, we needed to create any necessary data definitions, which we already have done with our creation of the dog struct. So that was all done up here. Next, we make the signature, purpose, and header. So the signature of this function is to human years. We could also call it potentially dog to human years, just to make it clear that we're doing a conversion. So let's go with that. So we say that this is a function that consumes a dog and produces a number. And then we have to give our purpose, so we'll say it consumes a dog and produces the dog's age in human years. Finally, we give the header, dog to human years, consumes a dog's, does something, and we stop there, because the next step of our design recipe is to give some examples, some unit tests. So we'll call checkExpect, calling dog to human years, passing it a dog. And we have a dog lying around. We've got 3 dogs, in fact. We have Klaus, Ada, and Moon Moon. So we'll use Ada to calculate her years, 7 times 0.4. And we can do the same thing with our other dogs. We'll have Klaus and Moon Moon. Klaus was 18 years old, so he should be 7 times 18. Ooh, 7 times 18. And Moon Moon is 7 years old, so we expect 7 times 7 for him. Great. At this point in the design recipe, we get to apply any templates that we have. And this is where our data definition from before pays off, because we have a template for functions that consumes dogs, which this function does. So at this point, we go and we paste everything we got from the design recipe, the template from before. We know that we're going to be using some combination or some subset of dog name, dog age, and dog photo. In this particular case, we don't need to know the dog's name or the dog's photo. We just need to know their age. And at this point in time, we finish writing the body, applying actual critical thinking at this point, and we recognize it's just multiplication. 7 times the dog's age. All right, let's try out our function, see if we got it right. All right, great. All of our tests passed. So let's do a slightly more complicated example. This time, we're going to be consuming a dog and creating a nice little title card of the dog's name and photo ID. We're going to need the text function and the below function in order to make this. So the name of the function is going to be make title card, and it consumes a dog and produces an image. We'll consume a dog and produce an image of their name and photo ID. We define our header. So make title card consumes a dog and leave the body blank for now. And we'll skip down to write our checkExpects. So we checkExpect that when we make a title card for, say, Ada, it's going to be a picture of Ada above the text Ada, her name, which is in size 20 font and in black color. So that's our first checkExpect, and we'll do another one for Klaus. Remember, there's no hard and fast rule for how many checkExpects we need. When we did itemizations, enumerations, and such, we needed one for each conditional. But when we make it for structs, we're really just trying to get a broad coverage of ideas. So it's a little bit harder at this point to know exactly how many we need, but we're going to do 2. And hopefully that will be a good number. All right. We have our checkExpects. Now we get to go back up and once again apply our design template. So we go back, we grab out the body, and we paste it in, removing all the semicolons. So this time we might need more than one field. We don't really need the dog's age anymore, so we'll delete that one. But we do need the name and photo ID. Not necessarily even in this order. The above function puts the images starting with the first one and then the second one. So the first one given is the top one. In this case, we want to put the photo ID on the bottom, so we'll swap the order of these. No one said we had to leave them in the order that was given in the template. We know that we're also going to need to turn the dog name into an image, into some text. So we'll convert that using the text function. This consumes a string, consumes a font size as a number, and then a font color. So this right here creates the text from the dog's name, and then we just need a way to combine the image of the dog and the text of the dog. And we do that using the above function. And that should do it. So we'll run our unit tests. And if all went well, we'll pass them all, and they did. And we'll try it out visually, calling make title card on Moon. And we get the picture of Moon with his name underneath of it.